Hello everyone, my name is Satvik and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel called Success with Satvik, and today in this video we are going to start Python programming language. You may be wondering why we are using Python programming language even though there are many other options available such as the C, C++, JavaScript, Java, etc. So the Python language, its syntax is very easy. It is very easy to understand. That's why we are using Python as a programming language. Also, it has a very wide range of application. It is very much useful in the field of web development. Also, it is useful in the field of game development. It is also used in the field of data sciences and data visualization. Along with this, it is also used in the machine learning and artificial intelligence. It has a wide application in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So it has a wide range of applications. So we are using Python as a programming language. So the Python is a high level language. It is designed by the Guido van Rossum in the early 90s. So from today we are going to start the basics of this language, and after that when we will cover the basics of this language we will start some advanced concepts, and we will eventually learn the advanced concepts in the Python programming language. So now you are wondering how we can run Python on our machines. So it's very easy. You just have to go to your browser. I am using Chrome. If you are using any other browser, then it is also okay, such as if you are using Firefox or any other browser. Just you have to search download Python. When you will search, when the first link appears, you just have to click on the first link. After that, this download Python 3.9.4 option is available. On the date when I am recording this video, the latest version that is available is 3.9.4. You can just download from this button. Also, if you want to download some other previous versions, then scroll down, and the links of these older versions are also available. You can also download from here. When you complete your downloading, when the downloading is completed in your machine, you just have to install it. And now we will come to the Python shell. You just have to open the Python shell, and we will first learn the basics, and we will after that we will move to Microsoft VS Code for advanced concepts. But first, when we have to learn the basics, we will use the Python shell. So today in this video we are going to start with the basics of Python, and the first basic concept that we are going to learn today in this video is the data types. So what are the data types in any programming language? So the data types are the basic building blocks when constructing the larger pieces of code. In simple terms, I can say that data types are the basic building blocks of code. So the basic when we are writing a code, the basic blocks which we are using are known as the data types. There are different types of data types that we are using in our Python programming language. But the first data type that we use is the integer data type. Integers, as you know, whole numbers such as the 300, 500, 1 million, all these numbers are called integer numbers. For example, we assign the number a is equal to 3, and when we will check the type, its type. So the type method, I will show you what is the type method. Type method just give us the class type, and when we see the type of a, it gives us the class int. So the a is a whose value is 3, it is of the class int. So 3 is the integer type. So it is our first data type. Now the second data type which we are going to discuss is the float. So what do you mean by the float? Any number with a decimal point, for example 2.3, 4.6, 100.0, 10.0, 105.6 or 1000.5. all these numbers are decimal numbers, so which it comes under the which data type? Floating point data type. For example, a is equal to 2.5, and we will check the type of a. Now the type of a is what? Type of a is the float type. It is of the class float. The next data type which we are going to discuss is the string data type. So what do you mean by the string? Any ordered sequence of characters. It is always placed in the inverted commas. For example, a is equal to, we will write hello, and these hellos are the ordered sequence of characters. For example, a, b, c, d, all you can say. And when we will check the its type of a is of the class string. So string is another data type which we have learned. Now you have to consider that when we are declaring the strings, we always use inverted commas. We can also use single commas for declaring, and when we add some integer value inside this inverted commas, it is not an integer value, then it is called as the string, because these are now become the ordered sequence of characters. Now we will check the type of a. and the type of A is the string type. It is not the integer type, it is of the string type. Also, if we want to add a sentence which has inverted commas in it, then you are wondering how we can add. So we can add, for example, if A is equal to if for example we have to say A B C, and we have to add inverted comma in any sentence. If we want to add, then we have to add double inverted commas, double quotes, and when we will check the type, it doesn't give us error. Type is A, and when we print A, it gives us this string. Now the next data type which we are going to discuss is the list. So lists are nothing, if in common words, how we can define a list in our general language. We can define a list as the ordered sequence of objects. If we are making a list, then we can write down the sentence in a ordered sequence. So that is how list works in Python. So lists are nothing but the ordered sequence of objects, for example A, but it is always defined in the square bracket. So any string in the square bracket, for example, we can write hello, and also we can add some integer values. We can add some integer values also, and all these are the ordered sequence of objects. So it is the list type. Now we will check the type of A. It is of the class list. The next data type which we are going to discuss is the dictionary data type. It is always come under the category of key and value pair. It is always defined in the curly brackets. It has a key, and corresponding to that key we always have a value. And what is its type? It is of the type dictionary. Its class is dict. The next data type which we are going to discuss is the tuple data type. So there is a difference between a tuple and a list. So list and tuples are very similar to each other, but they have a very huge difference between them. So what do you mean by tuple? Tuples are the ordered immutable sequence of objects. Once an element is assigned to a tuple, it cannot be reassigned. That's the main difference between a tuple and a list. For example, A is equal to, it is in the simple brackets, or you can say that it's inside the parenthesis. We can write hello, or and 2. Once an element is assigned to a list, it cannot be reassigned. On the other hand, any element which is assigned to a list, it can be reassigned, but it is not in the case of tuple. So A is the class tuple. The next data type which we are going to discuss is the set. Set is nothing but the unordered collection of unique objects. For example, A is equal to unordered collection of unique objects. These are the unordered collection of unique objects, means they are not in a ordered form. So now we will check the type of A, and what type of A it is. It is of the class set. The next data type is the Boolean data type. Boolean is nothing but a true or false value. For example, we check the type of true. True is of the class bool. Similar with the case of false, we will also check the case for the false. F has to be capital. It is of the class bool. Now you are looking at we assigned A as the list, we assigned A as the dictionary. How we can doing it? So it is the property of Python that it uses the dynamic typing. This means that you can reassign variables to different data types. This makes Python very flexible in assigning data types. This is different from other languages that use statical typing. We can reassign a data type we can reassign variables to different data types. It is one of the main and one of the most important property of Python programming language. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, then please like this video and share this video to your classmates and students. Also subscribe to this channel for the latest updates. Thank you.